Okay, I know, you're on a tight budget and Seattle has this almost magic ability of burning a hole in your pocket without you even really noticing. So it's important to make sure you get the most bang for your buck in terms of where you live, right? Now sure, you could move up to Linwood and get 5 bedrooms, a yard, and a garage for the price of a condo in Capitol Hill. But I've lived in Linwood, and that commute can be brutal, especially if you're going into downtown Seattle, and it doesn't really give you that Seattle feel that I'm sure you're looking for. So where are the cheapest neighborhoods in Seattle that do deliver on the grunge, the music, the art, the scenery, the water sports, the mountain views, and the food? I have a few spots that aren't on all of the lists out there, and you might be surprised. So stick around. Hi. Alex Kai's here, realtor and amateur explorer with a home in Seattle. And today we're going all across the city. I want to get a coffee, some lunch, and maybe a beer, and we're going to do that in 3 of Seattle's most affordable and fun neighborhoods. Now, if you're looking to buy a house, the average home price in Seattle is about $830,000. This means that if you manage to save $100K, and with today's interest rates, you can expect to pay about $3,800 a month on housing. Of course, there are cheaper houses out there, and there's more expensive ones, and you could save up more or less, which means it's kind of a choose-your-own-adventure sort of thing. In the last 5 years, we've seen that number come up from $585,000, so you can only imagine what's going to happen in the next 5 years as the tech scene explodes and Seattle's limited space for new building projects slowly disappears. On rentals, I don't usually help people find them. Sorry. Really, just a little bit of time on Zillow is probably the best way to go. Unless you want to pay for help, in which case I can put you in touch with a friend of mine that does help with that. But the average price of a rental in Seattle is the 14th highest in the nation. New York tops that list at about $3,800 for a 1-bedroom, then San Francisco, Boston, DC. For a 1-bedroom in Seattle, it's sitting at about $1,700, and a 2-bedroom is about $2,200. Now, that's enough with the numbers. On to 3 of my favorite cool, affordable neighborhoods. Let's go. So I am cheating a little bit on this first neighborhood. We're in Shoreline. We live in Shoreline and really like this neighborhood. It's fairly affordable compared to a lot of the neighborhoods in Seattle. It's just north of Seattle, so it's still very close. You can still commute very easily. But we often walk to the Ridgecrest Center, where there's a lot of some locally owned restaurants and some businesses. It's a nice spot to live. Seely, are you ready for lunch? We moved to Shoreline recently, and I love this neighborhood. We're in Ridgecrest, within walking distance of Ridgecrest Pub, and we're at Drumlin right now for brunch on a Sunday. Look at that bagel. These bagels are house-made, they just told us. We got a salt bagel, microgreens, some hummus, and a beer. Doesn't get much better for brunch than that. Shoreline is just north of Seattle. It's a nice, affordable neighborhood. It doesn't have the city vibe that somewhere right in the middle of Seattle would, but it's still very close to Seattle. You can easily commute into the city, and
this is the second day in a row I've been to Drumlin. I came last night with a friend for beers, and now we're back for brunch. But I really like it here because, one, you can sit outside and they have space heaters directly above you. And 2, they kind of decked it out with like foliage and tents. It feels really cozy, and I'm actually comfortable eating outside instead of freezing my booty off. I kind of want to make mashed potatoes tonight.
so this is the Ridgecrest Center here. We've got Ridgecrest Pub, Drumlin. This is the Barkery, which is apparently some award-winning dog bakery. We don't have a dog, but it is very cute. Cafe Aroma is a nice coffee shop around here. We've got the Crest Theater, and then we've got a super posh 7-Eleven. Kendall was really craving some mashed potatoes for tonight, so we're snacking at Central Market. I absolutely love Central Market. The produce section is beautiful. Pretty much everything's beautiful. So it's the next day, and we're on our way to show you two more of Seattle's most affordable neighborhoods in Beacon Hill and Central District. Let's go. So we're starting in Central District. We're stopping at Broadcast Coffee to get an Americano. And I want to show you a condo in Central District and a townhouse in Beacon Hill. We're going to the condo first. Here it is. This one's priced at $350,000, and it's right close to the center of Central District, right by Broadcast. We're right across the street from Pratt. I've actually taken a couple classes at Pratt, a drawing class. When I was teaching at the community college, I had never done any jewelry, but they wanted me to teach a jewelry class, so they paid for me to take a class at Pratt, and it was a lot of fun. I highly recommend it.
Does that look like a fake sip?
Okay, just kidding. We're not going to the condo. It wasn't actually available to look at right now. So instead we're going to look at these new construction townhouses. They're just a couple blocks away. They're still under construction, so we'll see if we can actually get inside and see what it looks like in there. But it's a pretty decent buy as a first-time home in the city, like city proper, Seattle. So pretty typical of these new construction townhouses, they sell them as they're completed. So this side right here looks like it's all been sold, but some of the ones behind it are still under construction and they're still available. So let's go see if we can find it. So this one's priced at $650,000, and I find that that's kind of the threshold for these Seattle new construction townhouses. Any cheaper than that, and you're going to find something older in not that great of condition. But that $600, $650 is kind of the starting point for about 1,000 to maybe up to 1,300 square feet. So we're still under construction here, as you can see, but we have one bedroom and a bathroom on the ground floor with a little bit of storage. This is kind of a cool wall feature. And then I actually really like this space here. We have a nice big living room with an outlook to the street and a kitchen right here.
This would be good for roommates or like a couple without kids. Look at the staging. Do you put your stilettos and your handbag on the fluffy stool? Oh, let's go.
We're pausing for a moment because I have to pick up a gift card to a bookstore as a Christmas gift. So we're in Tingletown right now at a new bookstore that just opened. I actually connected them with a commercial realtor friend of mine to get this space, and I haven't seen it yet, so I want to check it out. Okay, so we're stopping in Beacon Hill first. This is a townhouse priced at $545,000, which is a great price for a townhouse in Seattle. I've also heard of a lot of people finding good townhouse rentals in Beacon Hill, so it's a nice neighborhood to find a place to live. There's a lot of good restaurants. We're gonna go to Tacos Chuki's to get some lunch in a little bit, but first let's have a look at this townhouse. We're in a little bit of an older townhouse development. I believe this was built in the late 90s. So here's a view out the window. You can see a lot of these townhouses, or all of these townhouses, look the same. I'm always wondering whenever I go into a townhouse if there is a bathroom on the main floor. Let's find out. There is.
Ooh, a green sink.
The kitchen here is kind of nice. It looks out over the rest of the house here, the ground floor. We have a nice patio space. This opens up right here, and we have a space for a grill right there, so that's nice.
Yeah, it's a little bit dark, but it does feel spacious.
It is a little bit dark, but it does feel spacious.
I was thinking.
Let's see what's upstairs. Yeah. We've got a nice bedroom. There's 2 bedrooms here. Bathroom downstairs, bathroom upstairs, and looks like there's laundry facilities here too. It's a nice townhouse. Again, priced at $545, which is a great price for around here. We're right on the north end of Beacon Hill, so all the restaurants are nearby, and it's super accessible to the rest of the city. Can't go wrong. Now it's time for lunch. So I have featured Beacon Hill in another video. You can check that out here.
Go back to sleep. That's a big bump.
Well, I hope that was helpful. 3 examples of some semi-affordable neighborhoods in Seattle to live in. For more out and about in Seattle, make sure you subscribe down below. And if you're thinking about making a home in Seattle, send me a message. Bye.